Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. So in the weekend in our report we have taken the in-depth view on the changing in the sentiment in the global markets because of new turn in fiscal policy of the global central banks. So all developed countries central banks have sent a clear signal that they intend to follow the gentle methods of the fiscal regulations, make it very smooth and soft. So without any drastic and sharp steps, and rate change is currently treated as ultimate measure and hardly will happen earlier than middle of the 2022. This creates absolutely new background for risky assets, for the gold market as well, because it just provides the more room for wider fluctuations and including some possible stronger upward action on the gold market as well. So actually we're not trying to dig it too far in the future, setting to some really extended targets. So we're decided to go step by step, and since we have on the daily chart some bullish context, we intend to follow it first and then we will see what will happen. So on weekend we said that since we have the sharp acceleration here, we do not need to consider the far-standing lows such as the A points or even these lows. The C point lows are enough for short-term stop. And if market shown the reaction on the sentiment relatively long-term, so this is not just some release of some data or some news publication. So this is really the shift in the policy and the new understanding of the policy of the central banks. And it should work for considerable period of time. So it means that these lows, if market intend to follow up and still stands bullish, it should be enough and it could be treated as our invalidation point for a short-term trading. So following this logic, it means that our task here is trying to take the position on the long side with some pullback here maybe with the next standing target. So based on the daily chart, we have lots of different extensions. So first one we have around this OP, which is actually 1850, is the OP of this ABC bottom pattern. But actually you could build here a lot of other extensions. For instance, we could use this ABC bottom as well, which is also provide you some OP slightly above this area. Next will be the XOP around previous top of 1907 and so on. So currently we are watching for reaching 1850 area. Here market stands at most interesting and tricky moment because it's coming to the weekly resistance, which is a trend line here, and we have a big triangle on the weekly chart. We already talked about this many times. And 1830 is important resistance level. It seems that it's just common level, nothing important, but take a look that here we have some kind of the tweezer top. So we have the top at the same level within the month or even 2 months. So, and it means that this is important level that treated by the traders where they step into selling and tough. And every time when the market hits this level, market shows significant bounce. Now here is another wave of the resistance could appear. So we will keep watching. Finally, we're coming to the major 618 resistance is 1828. All the stuff stands in the same area. On the lower time frame, we have smaller scale extensions that also stands at the same level. So you can see the OP has been reached. It's 1825. This is the level that we discussed also in the weekly report. And actually, this is a kind of the first destination points of the head and shoulders that we discussed. Upward action stands very fast and strong, and it means that based on particular on this pattern, the XOP should be completed as well and take a look at XOP. We already talked about this. It's 1850. That agrees with the daily OP. So actually we have the same target. So since market stands at a strong level, strong resistance, we suggest that it might fluctuate here around the OP, but the chances on some pullbacks, well, looks not bad. And where we'll be watching for two levels. The first one is 1811. It's first 30% support. It also agrees with the previous top. Next support will be 18 even. So this is confidence support and it agrees with this, let's call it as a neckline or something of that sort. That's two levels are preferable for a gold market to stay above it, just to keep the bullish context pure and clear. So for us, of course, it is better to catch the entry around 18 even, because it's just a better price for taking position. But taking into consideration the speed of this upward action, really strength, it's really could happen that it will be just 1811 retracement. So at least these two levels we intend to keep an eye on, and if we will not be sure on particular entry, we could split the position trying to take it in two ways. So we could take some part at 1811, and if somehow market still will go lower, we'll add more at 18 or 18 even. So that's the approach that we usually use. So currently on the top, what we have here is, first of all, take a look. We have tweezer's top. That indicates well, retracement could start here. The pattern that theoretically could be formed, we could see on the hourly chart, because this top actually stands at 1618 extension of this minor retracement that we've got yesterday. And well, theoretically it might be the head and shoulders. So that's the level that that's the pattern that we could consider. And if it will be formed, we easily could identify the destination point of this retracement. So potentially, if it will be accurate and harmonic, it seems that the target might be somewhere right around 11 or 6. It's the AB equals city, with the XOP probably it will be precisely 18 even. So with this pattern, that's the price action that we intend to keep an eye on. So scalp traders who trade on the 5-minute charts, on the hourly chart, maybe you will find some patterns to take the short position as well, scalp short, but this is not the object of our view, because currently we are following the major tendency on the daily chart, which is bullish. So that's our view on the gold market. Let's keep watching our pullback and keep an eye on the levels that we have specified for a potential entry.